Welcome back to Southern Grace and Sass. My name is Brittany, and if you notice, we're in a different location. You can go ahead and give you a round of applause. I finally made it from my bed to my desk. Yes, today we actually had our fourth or fifth unnecessary snow day here in Murfreesboro. Both my jobs were closed, so I was like, I'm going to clean this office, clean this bedroom. Hang on. About that, I am waiting on an important call. I just recently went on an interview at a law firm here in Murfreesboro. I'm really hoping I get it because I want this job. After a year and a half of struggling, and I want to be financially secure again. And I really want to be a paralegal again. Like, honestly, I miss being a paralegal. I know some of y'all are probably like, well, you really take it from me, you don't miss it, yada yada. I like being in the legal field. I love doing the research, I love doing everything, and I really want this job. So please pray I get this job. And if I don't, God has something better for me. I know it. But welcome back to Southern Grace and Sass, where we combine being sassy and being a Christian. Um, I want to start off this episode a little differently with a prayer that I think we all should observe. And if you just want to come with me real quick, dear God, please watch over everybody listening today. Please let everyone who is listening know that they are loved, know that good things are coming, spring is around the corner, that these bad days won't last for long, and everything's going to work out in their favor. We just trust you, God, and we just know that you're guiding us on the path you want us on. Amen. All right. So, with that being said, you're probably wondering, taboo dolls in today's world, and how does that apply? Well, before I do any of that, if you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe, help a girl out, and everything. Um, so today, I thought I'd give a definition of what a taboo doll is. It's basically an unwanted, intrusive doll that are against a person's values and morals. Really interesting. Well, I feel like in today's world, it's becoming less and less Christian, so I thought, why don't I give my thoughts on my taboo thoughts on some things, shall we? Now, warning: if you're this is my free speech acting up. The comment section is still turned off because people have yet to learn their lesson, and I'm not about to deal with it. So until we learn our lesson on commenting and how words can hurt people, then we will get the comment section back on. But until then, I don't feel like we've learned our lesson. And I feel like the internet is still spicy and upset. So, which is why you had that warning label at the beginning of this episode. Now, with that being said, let's talk about my first taboo doll. Waiting until marriage. I feel like you should wait till marriage. I am a Christian, a born again Christian too, to be exact, and I am a survivor of sexual abuse. So, I believe that waiting till marriage is something that we should do. Um, if that's something you don't want to do, that's okay with it. I'm not going to judge you for it, but I am waiting till marriage before I do anything before I have sex, honestly, and I'm okay with that. And I know somebody out there respects my value in that, and I will meet the person who will do that for me. Another thing, dressing modestly. Here's the thing. I have nothing against you dressing however you want. Nothing. However, I'm not gonna dress I'm not gonna dress where my whole body is showing or anything like that. I'm talking about, for example, the Kanye West Bianca situation that happened at the Grammys. You know what I'm talking about. Have some decency, have some respect for your body. Is all I ask. I'm not a hypocrite, I promise you. I don't want to have to, but I'm not gonna go around um, showing off a lot of parts of my body like that. Monogamy. In today's world, that monogamy is one of those things that we need to strive for. Honestly, it is important. Being with one person in general. Here's something else. We can agree to disagree. Um, it doesn't matter if I have a differing opinion than you. It doesn't matter if um you thinks something differently to me, we're going to agree or we're going to disagree. We can be adult about it and agree to disagree, move on from it. It's not that hard. Um, Another taboo dog, you love who you love. Here's the thing, I am a Christian, yes, but I believe you love who you love. And that's nothing you should ever be ashamed of. Yes, I just quoted Luke Bryan from some Luke Bryan's Most People Are Good lyric, but still, it's true. I accept you for who you are. You're gonna love whoever you love. I just hope you have the sense enough to know when it's a red flag and when it's not a red flag and when to walk away. It's all I ask. Um, Another taboo doll. You can have different political views and still be friends. It's not that hard. Um, let's see, what else? You can be different. You don't have to fit in today's society. That's just something I feel like we should all strive for. Um, Marriage is between two people only. I also believe that, see, here's the thing, this is just my personal thing coming into play. I saw the ugly side of divorce at a young age, so I believe in marriage one time and one time only. Divorce isn't even an option. I just, so that's why I'm so picky, honestly. And some of you are gonna be like, well, what if you marry the wrong person? Yada, yada, yada. I'm very selective. Trust me. Just be selective, honestly. But these are my taboo thoughts. Doesn't have to be your thoughts. Another thing, silence is not consent. I'll say it again, I'll say it now. Silence is not consent. Unless you physically hear them say, yes, that's okay, that is not consent. You just have to understand that. Um, okay. Yes, and it's okay if you're in a different political party. Um, fortunately, we live in a country where you can believe in whatever you want to believe. I'm not going to judge you for being a Democrat. I'm not going to judge you for being a Republican or independent. Just don't try to get. Just if you want to start an argument with me, I'm going to have to stop you right there because I don't feel it's necessary. I am a, I lean more toward the conservative side, but I also lean some with the Democrat side. But I'm more in the middle than anything. Um, it's okay if you're a different religion. Look, as long as you're a Christian. Look, here's the thing. I'm a Christian. And I'll accept you even if you're not a Christian. That's just the type of person I am. I was raised to treat people with kindness and respect. Some people deserve it. I some days, no. But you never know when someone's having a bad day. And I'm a relatively nice person, so I'm gonna say that. Um, Birth control is more than preventing unwanted pregnancies. Birth controls can help with acne and stuff like that, and it can also, and it's more than just preventing those unwanted pregnancies. It helps regulate your cycles and stuff like that. Um, Another thing is also a man's responsibility, as much as a woman's, to bring protection. If you're gonna have sex, you're gonna have to bring protection or be responsible. So it's not just the other's responsibility. You bring it just in case. Um, Another thing, this is my favorite quote I've ever heard is no is a complete sentence. Yes, you can tell someone no, not to go into explanation why. It's not gonna hurt their if it hurts their feelings, then that's on them. It's not on you. Um, it's okay to take a technology detox. I feel like we live in a world where technology is big problem. Um, we need a technology detox every once in a while, so I'm okay with it. I get guys who like on some of these dating apps who get mad. It's like, oh, you're on a technology detox. That means yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, first off, we're not even dating. Second of all, I believe in a technology and social media detox because it's good for my mind and my mental state. Now, if you want me to be annoying, then we're gonna keep on with technology and we're gonna keep on with social media. Um, Another thing is I hate soccer. I feel like soccer is basketball, but just with your feet. And I have some friends that are like soccer fans, and I'm like, guys, I've tried watching it, it's super boring. So, who knows? Maybe I'll get into it one day, maybe not. Another taboo dog. I hate basketball. I'm more of a football person myself, but basketball and soccer are so boring. Like, how do you watch it, guys? How? Um, Another thing, it's okay for a friend to say something, but somebody says the same thing, then it's not okay. And this was referred to a situation a while back where somebody said something. It was a friend of theirs who said it, but somebody else who said the same thing, and it wasn't nice at all. Very hypocritical on your part. It's okay or it's not okay. It's not in between. That's like saying you want someone to say something, you get upset about it, but if they don't say it, you get upset about it. But if they do say it, you get upset about it. You just want them to say that word so you can say something so they can lash out. That's all it is. Don't give people that time of day, honestly. Um, it's okay not to want children. I personally want children, but I know some people who don't, and that's okay. Um, it's okay not to want to get married. There's a lot of people who don't want to get married. If that's your life, that's your life. I'm not judging you for it. Um, Sometimes marriage isn't just one of those things that people have in today's world, and that's okay. Another thing is, I don't have to have the same opinion as you. I said this earlier. I'll say it again. We can have different opinions on something. We can still get along like adults, like friends and humans, and be decent adults about it. If you don't like what I have to say, that's on you. If I don't like what you have to say, that's on me. Am I gonna try to argue with you to get you on my side? No. As much as I like to argue, there's a difference between wasting my time arguing with somebody and arguing with someone who just wants to argue. So, and I feel like if you're gonna try to argue with me, give me the same opinion as you, depending on who the person is, like, there's a time and place for that. There's an argument for that. Don't argue with someone if they have different opinions on something than you do. As simple as that. Another thing, not settling down in your 20s is okay. Now, keep in mind, I have friends that are getting married. I have friends that are having children right now. I'm only 28, about to be 29. I want to live. I want my 20s to be my time of growth, and you never stop growing. That's the thing. And eventually I do want to settle down and have children, but not right now. Another thing, I feel like it's normal for women to breastfeed in public. I know, such a taboo and shameless thought of me to have. The woman just had a child. If you have a problem with it, that's on you. At the end of the day. Another thing, it's normal for women to talk about their periods in public. For crying out loud. If it bothers you, go sit somewhere else. Go somewhere else and talk about it. Go somewhere else. It's not that big of a deal. Or if you're just one of those guys who's like a girls guy or anything, but still, it's like women have periods. It's not that big of a deal. Men have them too. They just don't know it. Or they know it and they just act like they just make it so such a big deal if you say, he's on his period. Yeah. But that is it for today's episode. I will see y'all next time as we talk about who knows what. But just remember, you guys, spring is coming. The snow won't last forever, and